Hey there, it's Casey Dimon from TaxSaleAcademy.com, and welcome to this week's Tax Sale Tip Series. This week, I want to talk about digging for tax sale dollars. You know, many new investors are told that they should be doing something called driving for dollars, where you drive around and you find houses that look abandoned or look like they have out-of-area owners. You contact them and see if you can work out a good deal on the house. And I'm certain that strategy does work. I can also tell you, however, there are plenty of software programs and services out there that will sell you a list of houses or land that have out-of-area owners. I know this because I get around a dozen text messages every single day from people that buy these lists, find my contact information, and then send me the generic, "Hey, are you looking to sell this address?" type text messages, followed by their entire sales script. I suppose that's the new way of driving for dollars. But today, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about digging for dollars through county OTC or over-the-counter tax sale lists. Now, if you're not familiar with OTC investing, essentially what this is in a number of states, when a property goes to a tax deed sale and it goes unsold, it is then available for purchase over the counter, OTC, directly from the county for the amount of back due taxes, interest, and fees that is owed. If somebody was to tell me that I needed to start from scratch today with, say, $500 or $1,000 and make money in this business, this is the exact process I would take. It's also the exact process I'd take if somebody said, "You must make money as a tax sale investor in X amount of time." Now, I want to give you a caveat. Of course, I bring lots of experience and lots of knowledge to the table. OTC investing is probably not best suited for a rookie. So my suggestion is that you take the time to learn what you're doing, to build that experience, to build the knowledge. Because again, if you go in blindly and pull the trigger, you're probably going to end up in a bad spot. But here we go. Let me give you the specific strategy that I would use. I would go online and I would start browsing county OTC lists. They're very easy to get in most areas once you know how to search for them. I would research every property that has been added to that list within the last 90 days, because anything older than that is likely still on that list for a very specific reason. It's probably junk property. Now, that research should take you 5-10 seconds on most properties, slightly longer on a few before you actually rule them out. I'd go from one county to the next. If the entire state is lousy, I would go to another state. You are searching for decent properties that are at a price where the margin for you allows you to make money. You should expect that 90 to 95% of the properties you come across on an OTC list will immediately be ruled out. Obviously, that's the reason you need to know how to research properties efficiently, and you need to know how to actually research properties accurately. You have to understand what you are doing. Now, once you've located these properties, and again, that's only going to be 5, maybe 10% of the properties that you come across, but once you've located those properties where there is some money to be made, you have two options. The first, you simply go and you buy that property. You turn right around, you market it, you resell it, you make money. This is the easiest method with the least friction, and you do it all over again. The second option, maybe the property is selling for too much money, maybe you don't have any money, and that is to begin putting fillers out to realtors and investors in the area to get a buyer lined up pre-purchase. And there are even ways to do this where you can accept a non-refundable deposit and then use that deposit to buy the property. Now, be sure you get an attorney to draw up a contract for you that would allow this. But then you'd have no money in the deal in many situations. Of course, that's more difficult to pull off, but I have seen it work. The entire point here is that in the end, you found properties that you can immediately resell. You know the price that you have to pay. You know everything about the property through your diligence, through your research, and you have lined up your buyer ahead of time so that all you're doing is buying and then reselling right now. You're simply completing the paperwork, shuffling some money around, and you take the profit in the meantime. Digging for dollars in the tax sale business. There are tens of thousands of properties on OTC lists right now. The problem, however, is it takes time, effort, and knowledge to be able to find those lists and sort through those lists. But just like driving for dollars is not the most enjoyable thing, driving neighborhood after neighborhood after neighborhood to find one house to send a letter to and hopefully they respond to you, digging for dollars as an OTC tax sale investor can be extremely profitable if you are willing to put in the work. If you're willing to go dig for those dollars, you can absolutely make money doing this, and you can actually do this full time if you really wanted to. And the best part here is that once you get to the point where you're able to build a buyer's list, you can continue to do this. And you can continue to create a near on-demand income stream. You have your buyer's list over here. You have an OTC list over here. All you do is match up your buyers to the OTC list, buy the property, resell. Buy property, resell. Meanwhile, you collect the profit in the meantime. I've done it many, many, many times. I have Academy members that have done it many, many, many times. And you too can do it if you're willing to put forth the effort. It all starts with learning what you are doing, of course. But once you learn that process, you will reap the benefits for decades to come. And anybody interested specifically in OTC investing, we have an entire training class on it inside the Tax Sale Academy. Listen, I truly hope this helps you out. For more information on the tax sale business, make sure you check out all the links in today's show notes, including the one to our primary site, thetaxsaleacademy.com. Take care, folks. Bye-bye.